Good morning! I'm PolarizedMoon and welcome back to Phantasy Star Online, Phantasy Star 3, Generations of Doom. Again, I think I'm going to do that the entire time I play this game. But we are in a castle, and we are fighting some monsters here. I'm not entirely sure. We're looking for, I think this is the place where we're looking for the ruler who took my fiance. I think. I don't know where I'm going, so we're gonna have to figure that out. In between episodes, I did, go gear up my characters, so they're all geared up. We should have enough everything. We should have enough everything to get through this section. Hopefully. We'll see how it goes. I just have to figure out where I'm supposed to be going here. I generally came back to where I was. So, I think... Oh, I need to not fast forward. I'm gonna try to get to that staircase over there. Looks like I can go here. Because it looks like I need to go up and around, I think. And I think I can do that over here. I am not sure. We will find out. So everybody's got the strongest weapons and armor that they can have right now. I was told in the comments that I should probably take some time to learn how the technique shop works. I will do that after we're done here. Am I supposed to go? Where am I supposed to go here? This looks like a dead end room. I don't know. Yeah, so I'll learn how that works after we get finished with this segment. Oh, this is the entrance. Okay, let's go try, or this is like the front entrance. I think I've been everywhere on the right-hand side, so I'm gonna try to go I'm gonna search around the left-hand side. Oh my god, can I actually start attacking, please? Thank you. That would be great. Alright, so we are I think we're doing alright. There we go. So I'm gonna search to the left here. Oh, there's a person there. Okay, cool. That I have a feeling that's where I'm supposed to go. And fantastic. How do I get there? Oh, it's her. How did she get in here? I found her. Please help me. Take her away, Lyle. If you want her back, fight for her. I have to leave for now, Prince Reese. I'll explain why later if things work out. Oh, what? Okay. Are you... alright, I'm not entirely sure what just happened. Cool. So he was looking for someone, and we found them, and they left? Great. Oh geez, we are now underpowered for this. We were doing just fine when we had all 4 members, but now we're missing one, and we are not strong enough to take these out without taking significant damage. Oh. Now there's a guy behind us. Hi? Now it's time to see you really fight, Reese. Oh, did I mess this up? Is it, oh, Jesus. Oh. Okay, cool. What just happened here? You're a lot tougher than I thought, Reese. Someone wants to speak with you, by the way. Okay, well that was unusual. Lena, you've come a long way since we last met. Before we get back to Maya, we must backtrack a bit. Return to Iridia and put my moonstone and Lyle's moon tier into the satellite control system. That will bring the moon back to its proper place, and a land bridge from the rear gate of the castle to where Maya is being held. Let's go rescue Maya. Okay. So this isn't the castle we're trying to get to. Alright. So there's another castle we're trying to get to. Nothing unusual here. Okay, so now can I just leave? What? Well, no, I need to stop fast forwarding. So can I just leave? Oh, this is the... Okay. Oh, I can just leave. Oh. Oh, this must be where the land bridge is. Yeah, it must be right here. I bet. Okay. So can I go around here, or do I have to... Oh, I have 5 people now. Oh, cool. Wow, 5 people in a party. That's unusual. Then again, in Golden Sun 2, you do get 8. But at the same time, with the 8 people in that party, they don't all fight at the same time. You get 4, and then you have a backup 4. So it's unusual to have 5. I don't think I've ever played this type of style of RPG where you have more than 4 characters. They didn't do that in one of the prior games, did they? No, I think it was still 4. And one of the other games, you could swap out characters for other characters, but I still think you only had 4 in your party at once. Unless I'm misremembering that. Alright, well, let's try to make our way back around the... Oh, we can't go that way. Oh, we can't go this way either. Alright, well, I've got to go around back the way we came in. Oh, I just realized that the two of us are way taller than the other 2. I never noticed that the characters are actually different heights before. That's also pretty unusual for this type of game. Oftentimes, the overworld sprites for characters are all the same height. Because they're using the same, pattern. Oh. Oh, is this area no longer have monsters in it? Is that what's going on here? So I need to go back. So when I was at that one place, the satellite control center, I found the other thing. Just be thankful you're with Prince Lyle, spies. Prince Lyle. Are we both the watch your step, Arachio lovers. Okay. So we're 2 princes. I didn't realize Lyle was a prince. Oh, are people just out and about now? You can never tell what Lyle will do next. Oh, interesting. Legends say that the Moonstone and the Moon Tier belong in a tower deep within Iridia. Okay. Alright, well, let's go back there. We should be able to pretty easily take out... Oh, and now we're gonna get... Is this the guy that tells us what... Prince Lyle, welcome home to Shusharan. So, the castle that we just fought through is his castle. Huh. That's... I wasn't expecting that. I am gonna fast forward through this. This is just a boat ride. We've seen the boat ride already, so... There we go. Yeah, so I think I can go straight back to that tower, and we shouldn't have much problem fighting, because unless they up the level of monsters on the way back, some games will do that. Some games will alter, as you progress through the game, the monsters will raise in level with you rather than by location. So far, the prior games did not do that, but I doubt this one's gonna do that too. I have played a handful of games where that's the case. But I have a feeling this one's very location-oriented. Alright, I'm gonna have to remember how to get through here again. So, I need to go down here, put the moonstone and the moon tier in that thing, and then go back, and then go across the bridge, and then we'll be in another final castle dungeon. We're on episode 6. There's no way that this game is this short. There's got to be some kind of plot twist, I would assume, that's gonna change the plot. Well, obviously that's what a plot twist does. But I have a feeling that there's gonna be something more than just going to save her. Because I highly doubt that... do I go down here? No, I don't. Okay. I absolutely don't remember how to get through here. Okay. Something that I think I like the dungeons in the second game so far a little bit more than this one. The monster designs and the battles, I like the visual aspect of in this game, but I don't know if I like the menuing during the battles as much. So far, the second game was an improvement on the first game. And then this one is different in a way that I can't quite express compared to the first two. I don't really know how to express how I feel about it. It's interesting because, like, when I played the first game, it was obviously very old-fashioned, and this one's still also very old-fashioned. And I do love coming back to these after playing the more modern games. And I've loved the newer Phantasy Star stuff. So the reason I came back to these ones is because I really wanted to see, like, the origin of the franchise and all that kind of stuff. And I wanted to get the context for a lot of the newer stuff. And it's really cool to see the parallels and things that they brought back for the newer things. And basically, all of the Phantasy Star games are all canon to each other. Kind of. Because some of them take place in alternate dimensions, or alternate universes. Sometimes it's the same series of events in a different universe. Sometimes it's just completely different events in a different universe, and it has nothing to do with the other one. I know that the Rappies are considered multiversal. So the Rappies, or in this game, they're called Chirpers. Some of them pop in and out of dimensions and go from location to location based on the lore of various games. Which is really cool, and a lot of times they will take older characters from older games and drop them in Phantasy Star Online and be like, oh hey, this character was pulled from another dimension. And sometimes they will say they were pulled from another time, meaning that, like, sometimes you have multiple variations of the same character inhabiting the same universe, because they're the same character from a different universe pulled into a... Am I going the correct direction here? I think the tower was off this way. No. It's down from here, I think. I'm pretty sure it's... Oh, Lena needs health. Let's go to the village and heal up from there. There we go. I think I can take all these out before Lena dies. And then we can heal up. Okay, so, for example, there's a character that's unique to modern games called Ash. And Ash is basically the default character in the character creator. And as far as... let me heal anti-you a couple of times to try to get rid of that before I... Nope, still... I still think this is weird. There we go. Got it. So, Ash is the default character creator in the modern games. So if you're playing a modern game and you use the default character creator character and don't change any settings, that character's name is Ash. And each of the character creator defaults has their own name. And some of them are from prior games in the series. Some of them are main characters in different games, things like that. And all of those characters are, all of the Ashes, like Ash Cannon from Phantasy Star Online 1, the Ash from Phantasy Star Online 2, and the default character Ash from Phantasy Star Online New Genesis, are considered the same character. In the case of Phantasy Star 1, or Phantasy Star Online 1 and Phantasy Star Online 2, they are alternate parallel dimensions of each other. Whereas in Phantasy Star Online 2 and Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis, those characters are clones of each other. At least that's how it's being presented currently. One is taking place several hundred years in the future from the other one, and they had a bunch of people clone... where am I going here? Where is this thing? I have already forgotten where I'm looking for here. Pretty sure it was down here somewhere. Am I completely misremembering where everything is on the map? Holy crap. Did a lot of damage. Alright. Alright, it was just a broken down tower over here, right? This isn't it. Where am I supposed to be going here? How did I find this before? It's not that. Oh, is it this? Is this it? I feel like I may have found it. So there's a character in Phantasy Star Online 2 that is Alice. Alice from the original Phantasy Star game. I believe I just go this way. Okay, I have to remember where the other thing is. Oh, Jesus, they are... Wait, hold on. Are these stronger than they were before? They're doing tons of damage to me here. Again, I probably should have upgraded my techniques. Reverser. There we go. Anybody... Other than that, nobody particularly needs health. I think I just go straight across here and then take a... Can I run away from these guys? Yeah, okay. So the Alice from the first game is a character in Phantasy Star Online 2, but it's not the same Alice because it's from an alternate dimension. But then the Alice from... I think it's here. Is this the right thing? Oh, this is the weather control station. So this is not the right one. I need to find the other one. And that was down here? I did find it before. I just have to remember where I found it. Okay. Maybe they did upgrade the damage of the enemies here. Because these guys are actually hitting pretty hard. Was it up a ladder? Can I run again? Or was it just over here? I do not remember where it was, and that's kind of a problem. Then again, I can just kind of wander around to find it. That's kind of how I found it last time. Up here? I think I've found it. Oh, these guys are not doing barely any damage. So maybe I'm just running into bad luck here. Was it? This feels familiar. I'm pretty sure I've been here. Is this correct? Now I'm second guessing myself. Cause yeah. Hey, nope, I found it. Okay, cool. If this is the correct one. Moonstone and the moon tier are placed. In the panel, Dahlia, the purple moon, moves. Pretty soon we'll be able to cross the sea, north of Shusharan, to reach Silly's Island. Oh. Cutscene. That's a big moon. Is that the moon and the planet? Or are those both moons? They both look like moons. But it said the purple moon is moving. Did it just freeze? Oh no, okay, that was... Alright, I'm gonna quick save here. Okay, so now I think I can go back across that... So now I go backwards. And then I can go back across that bridge. This is kind of a strange backtracking bit here. Was it? No. Now I have immediately already forgotten how I got to how I got here. It's this one. Alright, and then I can stop back at that town, and then we can go across the lake. I should probably stop and learn how the technique shop works, so I can upgrade my techniques. I don't use them a lot, but they are likely to be very helpful moving forward. I have a feeling we have some kind of boss coming soon, so having higher quality attacks is probably a good idea. There we go. I tend to kind of brute force my way through some of these, but it happens to be that when I play these type of games, I don't like to use my resources. So, is it here? Okay, yes. I don't like to use my resources. So what ends up happening is I'm like, oh, I don't want to use my technique points because I might need them for a later battle. And then that later battle never comes because I don't use my technique points. It's a vicious cycle. A lot of people end up doing that with items. I end up doing that in these games with the technique powers. It was like that with Golden Sun too. I often wouldn't even use Psi Energy very often because it's like, oh, I'm gonna need this later for the bosses, and then I do kind of heavily use the Psi Energy on the bosses. But it's like if it's a small, you know, not a boss battle, then I often don't feel like it's important to use magic or stuff on it if I'm just gonna need that later. All right, here we go. And then it's around this. And then it's down here? Or is it across here? I already don't remember. Oh, it's across and then down. Is it down here or down in the next spot? Oh, now I'm second guessing all of my everythings. I should also be using the... Nope, it's the next one. I should be using the stat boosting things, but again, it's like, why would I use a stat boosting thing if it's only during a random battle? Okay, here we go. I made my way out. Fantastic. And then I think I just go straight to the left here. Avoid this. And then we can get to the river and then take the river north, and then I can go straight up from there to get back to the other place. All right. Lena is going to be really strong after this. I don't know what items I need to give her yet. And she's poisoned, so I'm gonna have to heal her up before we get back to the village. Do 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 do. 0 damage. That's great. I love it. All right, so here's the village. We can go in and we'll use our technique points to heal the poison. Perfect. First try. And then we go back up to Shusharan. Yep, save the game here. All right. And then I have a feeling that there's gonna be like a boss fight up at that village, or up at that place. So, no, I want to check how to do the technique stuff. It's the shield, right? It's the shield looking one, I think. This one. Yeah? Technique distribution. Whose technique? Lyle... Melee. Whoa. Okay, what? Okay, so this is like strengthening certain attacks or not. Interesting. Heal, anti, Resta, Reverser. So if I do this, Guy Resta is the most powerful one she's got. Reverser is really weak. Yes? I'm assuming that's how this functions. Anti, I really only tend to use when we're at a village. So, that... Interesting. Okay, so now her... Reverser is cheap. Gaia Resta is expensive. Interesting. Anti has gone up in price. So, okay, now I understand why they have a chance of failure. But that is still kind of a weird way to do that. Alright, oops, that's not what I meant to do. Oh well. So, okay. Okay, I get how that functions. I don't know what the optimal stats for that are. I'll have to mess around with that and figure that out. Let's all heal up and revitalize before we head to the next area. Cool. That is a very strange way to do that. All right. So now we're gonna head up and to the right. Take out, or go back up across the bridge, or go out the water, go to across the bridge. I have a feeling we're not gonna get there during this episode. We're very likely going to... we're very likely gonna make it most of the way there. And then I could probably, in between episodes, try to figure out how the technique distribution works. And then from there, I can give Lena her gear that I need to give her. And then we can go take on the person who kidnapped my fiance, I think. And then... Okay, so let's see if I can guess what the... Let's see if I can guess what the thing is here. So, Generations of Doom implies that there is some kind of lineage or descendant thing going on here. Also, I don't know if that's what the original Japanese title is, because sometimes in older games, the Japanese titles get swapped around. That might not be an accurate description of the title. So that I also have to keep that in mind when I'm trying to predict what the plot is going to be. I don't remember which direction I have to go through here to get out. So, is it going to be revealed that we are a descendant of... Oh, hey, I did the right one. Is it going to be revealed that we're a descendant of the characters from the prior games? Because in between the first and second game, I believe there was one character that continued on. It was one of the Espers that you play as. The Esper you play as in the first game is the same as one of the Espers from the second game. But in the English release, they both have, I believe both of them had a differently translated name. And there was something weird about it, I remember. And as far as that goes, there wasn't a whole lot of other continuity between the two games, other than there was some leftover plot that was a remnant of the previous plot. But at the end of that game, at the end of the second game, oh, this was the wrong way. At the end of the second game, like, they blew up a whole planet. So I'm assuming what's going on here is that we are the remnant of a civilization on one of those places that was destroyed. And what happened was, do I go right from here? So what I'm assuming is that we are a descendant, we're the descendants of one of those planets that was destroyed, or places that were exploded, and we had to start back from scratch with our technology. And that's why there are modern ruins in... Do I go down here? That's why there's modern ruins scattered about, like, roads and like, skyrise buildings and things like that. That's my theory. Aside from that, I don't really... No, this was absolutely not the correct way. I am so bad at remembering how to get through these. Yeah, because it's interesting because this game, everything is very clearly medieval style. Like, there was a little bit of that in the prior games too, where there was a lot of stuff that was medieval themed. But those ones, it felt a lot like a medieval world that just advanced its technology. So instead of, because like for us in reality, our technology all kind of stems from like the Industrial Revolution, and everything has kind of been a progression from that. But what if the industrial, like, sci-fi stuff started happening in the medieval era? That's kind of how I picture the original Phantasy Star game and its sequel to run. So like they got the Industrial Revolution started in medieval times, so knights and swords and stuff like that were continuing to be the primary source of everything, while they suddenly had a massive jump in technology. That's how I interpret the original Phantasy Star game. This one feels a whole lot like a modern civilization was destroyed and set back a long time. And then they just kind of have some knowledge left over from that to maintain or build robots type thing. But everything else seems very, very old-fashioned and feudal, especially like the buildings and the way people dress and things like that. So I don't know if that's how this works. That's what it feels like to me. All right, I made it back. Fantastic. So that's my general assessment of what I think is going on here. Of course, that might be completely wrong. I have been completely wrong in predicting the plot of a Phantasy Star game before. I also don't know how Dark Falls will eventually, or Dark Falls or the Dark Force or whatever. I don't know how they will play into this, but a lot of times Dark Falls is not the direct villain. There is a secondary villain, and Dark Falls is just kind of there as a thing. And then there's also the Profound Darkness, which I know is from these older games, and I don't know when that shows up. That might show up in this game. I don't know. Yeah, let's fast forward through this. But like this ship doesn't feel like the type of ship that an advanced technology culture would have. And like this down here, this is very clearly like an old road, like a modern road with a modern building, but it looks like it's ruins or something. Or it could also be like a parking lot. I'm not entirely sure, but that's my interpretation of those things. Some of them do look a lot more like a lot more like a skyscraper of some kind, just kind of off in the distance. It's interesting that we also never investigate them. They're just around. And that wouldn't be the first time. Oh, Lina is almost dead again. That wouldn't be the first time in a Phantasy Star game. I guess it would be the first time, because this would be earlier than the more modern games. But it wouldn't be the first time that I have come across an ancient advanced civilization that has been prior destroyed in a Phantasy Star game. All right. So now I can go up and across the land bridge. But I think I'm going to leave this episode off here. Oh, I'm already... for some reason I thought I was in the other village. So the... are they going to talk about the land bridge having been fixed? It looks like they all have the same dialogue as before. Oh. Okay. Yeah, let's head up through here. I think this is the only way up and out of this area. So we'll go check the land bridge, and then I think we'll leave off the episode there. And then in between episodes, I will do a little bit more research, figure out how the technique distribution functions, and see if there's an ideal, like, benchmark to place things. And then I will equip up Lena, and we will go from there to try to go up to this, Oh, is this not... Oh, ooh. Cool. I guess we're gonna take these... Oh, everybody's poisoned. Alright. We are... let's take out this, and then we'll walk up to whatever we've got to go see. Oh, there's a whole landmass up here. Ah, and that must be the last area here. Oh, there's a whole village here. Wait, can I heal up here? Oh, I can. All right. Well, either way, that's about all the time I've got for this episode. Like and subscribe if you like the episode. Ring that bell if you'd like to see more. Good night. And we will, well, I guess we'll take on, or we'll go through the castle tomorrow. Bye-bye.